Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our March board meeting. It's March already. It's almost Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I make that joke more than I ought to, I guess. I'll call this meeting to order, and we will have a Pledge of Allegiance by Mrs. Campbell, and after that, we'll have a moment of silence.
Please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for your time. I'll now entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda. I second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 3.1, approval of February meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 4.1, ratification of expenses and payroll vouchers, tax credits, and activity accounts. Anybody have any questions?
There's nothing out of the ordinary. If I'll entertain any questions.
I move to approve the financial agenda as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. 5.1, student and staff recognition. It's our favorite part.
Is it possible if we could start with WMI? If Kaylee, Taylor, and Kenneth New, are you here? Can you guys come on up? Are you here for WMI? Yes. Thank you. You got it? Perfect. Let's give you the, don't be afraid. It's okay. Let's see here. Kaylee.
Thank you.
And Kenneth, there you go. Thank you. Come on up to the microphone.
Nervous, it's okay. Let's see them.
Okay, it is a privilege to recognize Kaylee as our Student of the Month. Kaylee didn't just show up to check the box at WMI. She consistently committed additional hours to bridge the gaps from her past and pave the road for her future. What we've witnessed is nothing short of a masterclass in resilience. The results of her relentless work ethic speak for themselves. Kaylee hasn't just caught up, she's pulled ahead, putting her on track to finish graduation requirements ahead of graduation date. Kaylee, your journey is a powerful reminder that no matter where you begin or how you feel when you walk through the door, there's no limitation on what you can accomplish. You did the hard part. You showed up. And you turned perceived defeat into fuel and struggle into your high school success story. Okay. I'm proud of you. It is a privilege to recognize Kenneth New as our Student of the Month. Kenneth's path this year has been one of the most significant transformations that we've witnessed at WMI. There was a time when Kenneth struggled to find a reason to walk through our doors. He was at a major crossroad, unsure if he belonged or if the effort of school would be worth the reward. But Kenneth has accepted a very important lesson. He is seen and he is valued, with or without hairspray. And most importantly, WMI does not give up on our students, and we do not allow them to give up on themselves. The shift we have seen in him is more than just academic. It has been a shift in character, owning his charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent that are all necessary to be successful in whatever he chooses to do in life. He has taken ownership of his education and his future, proving that a little bit of support can spark a massive amount of personal growth. And I'm proud of you.
Don't leave. We're gonna have you come up in front of the school board. We're gonna get a picture. Mom and Dad, if you guys wanna get down close to get pictures.
Goodness.
Congratulations.
Kenneth, I see you.
Congratulations.
Are Kaylee and Kenneth's mom and dad here? Are you mom?
Keep working hard. You guys are
Good.
awesome.
Mom and Dad, hey, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We know that that support at home is really paramount and important. So we're grateful for all that you do to bring up such wonderful kids. I think it's, she's getting emotional, they're getting emotional, and I think that the bond there is something we're hoping that we have for our kids so that they know they're loved and appreciated and seen, right? So thank you for that. Mr. Farnsworth.
If we could have Nicholas Homestead, Miss Jones, if you could bring your people up.
Hi. All right, so I have brought 2 fourth graders with me and one of our staff members. We're very excited. Our first person is Kenzie Williams. And so we send out an email to our staff and we ask our staff, who would you choose? Who do you feel like exemplifies Nicholas Homestead and what we stand for? And these are the 2 students with the most referrals, good referrals, and then we have Mrs. Anderson, who is our staff person. So first up is Kenzie. These are some of the things that they wrote about Kenzie. Kenzie is a definition of cougar pride. She is responsible, kind, helpful, smart, and respectful. She is a shining example of our roar expectations, and she has been given many responsibilities this year and fulfills them all with excellence. She's a part of our student council. She volunteers to help others when needed. She helps pass out transportation slips and does a great job with morning announcements. Sometimes she does them because it's her turn, but she also sits with those who are less confident and helps them with announcements as well. She continues to strive in her best effort and pushes her peers to do the same. She's an outstanding student who consistently demonstrates responsibility, initiative, and compassion. Each morning, she proactively checks with the office to ensure announcements coverage and willingly steps in when needed. In the afternoon, she volunteers her time in the office assisting with tasks such as delivering messages and distributing dismissal tickets. In the classroom, she is equally dependable, always contributing positively and supporting her peers while maintaining a strong commitment by completing her own academic work first. Her willingness to serve others, combined with her strong sense of responsibility, makes her a valuable member of the school community. She is highly deserving of recognition. She is a wonderful student who is always willing to help others while completing her own work in class. She consistently looks for ways to take on classroom responsibilities because she genuinely wants to make my day easier. Outside of the classroom, she has joined Girl Scouts, which has further strengthened her leadership and helpfulness within our school community. Kenzie is exactly the kind of student every teacher hopes for to have in their classroom. She is kind, responsible, and dependable. I am very proud of her and excited that her peers chose her as Student of the Quarter. And then the last one is Kenzie comes often to the library outside of class time and continues her love of reading. She always has a smile on her face, and it's just a delight to see how she shows up at my door. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different adults in the building. And that is from paras to teachers, to specials teachers, to our student council. And so that's a lot of great things. So great job, Kenzie. All right, our next person is Mr. Pike. All right, so Micah, it says, I chose Micah because he shows and follows the school expectations. He is kind, helpful, respectful, honest. He's always trying his best and loves helping others. Micah is a joy. He has been bringing me book ideas to add to the library, and I have enjoyed our conversations while trying to find similar books in our own library. He is one of the most polite boys I have ever met. He always greets me with a good morning and have a nice day. Micah is thoughtful and hardworking member of his 4th grade class. He is always looking out for others and makes sure that everyone is being treated kindly and fairly. Micah works very hard to maintain good grades and takes pride in doing his best in school. Outside the classroom, he enjoys playing multiple sports and staying active. He also cares deeply about his teacher and his classroom community. Micah's kindness, determination, and strong sense of fairness make him a wonderful role model for his classmates. He is an exceptional student who consistently puts forth the best effort in all that he does. He is friendly, caring, and brings a positive sense of humor to the classroom, all while remaining thoughtful and considerate of others' feelings. He has an upbeat attitude and a genuine kindness, contributing to a welcoming and supportive environment. Academically, Micah is responsible and diligent, always completing his work and staying engaged in the learning process. He is naturally inquisitive, frequently asking insightful questions and demonstrating a strong desire to deepen his understanding. His positive character and commitment to learning make him a highly deserving of this recognition. Micah is enthusiastic about all activities and always tries his best. Good job. All right, Mrs. Anderson, and I'm not going to cry because
No, you're not.
I'm not. She has been incredibly supportive of our team as well as me personally. She truly cares about our students' success and is always willing to take time out of her busy day to help me with anything I need, whether it's planning, offering guidance, or simply lending an encouraging word. Her dedication, patience, and positive attitude make a tremendous difference every day. Mrs. Anderson is an invaluable part of our school community, and she deserves to be recognized for the impact she makes on both students and our staff. Mrs. Anderson goes above and beyond her line of work to make sure teachers have what they need and support. She stops what she is doing to assist anyone who comes to her need. She never complains or shows frustration. She is beyond professional and a great example Nicholas Homestead needs. She goes above and beyond her line of work and makes sure teachers have what they need and support. She stops what she is doing. She never complains. I honestly don't know if words could ever capture how extraordinary she is, but I hope she knows this. The love she gives, the support she shows, and the light she brings into every room, it changes lives. She has changed mine, and for that I'm endlessly grateful, endlessly inspired, and endlessly proud to know her. Her generosity, her patience, her unwavering dedication, they inspire me every single day to do better, to care more, and to live with the same grace and selflessness that she shows effortlessly. I nominate Corinne Anderson because she is the backbone of our school. She is consistently doing the, quote, hard work for us so we can focus on our own jobs. She is a great mentor and always willing to help anyone in need. I personally feel there is so much to name on why she is so great. And this one, there are few people in life that leave a mark so deep that the world feels a little brighter just because they exist. Mrs. Anderson is one of those rare souls. Every day she gives more than anyone could ask for, always going above and beyond for every staff member, always thinking of others before herself, and always spreading kindness in ways that leave us in awe. So, Mrs. Anderson.
A little closer.
Come on up. Come on up. All the parents get their photos together. All right.
right, thank you. Thank you. You're awesome.
Thank you, Kinsey.
Are Micah's and Kinsey's parents here? Would you stand up so we can say hi and thank you? Thank you guys so much. Oh, it's your, I didn't realize it was your, oh. Well, stand up. Micah's, what is it, all business in front and all party in back? Is that what that haircut is? I wouldn't know, but great. We appreciate you guys. Is that it?
No, sir.
Good, let's
Got a
do
lot
this.
more.
Yeah, perfect.
Would the sponsors of FBLA please come to the podium? Mr. Merrill and Mrs. McBride. We've got some awards to hand out.
We'll let Ms. McBride go first.
So today we're here to honor some students that participated in some FBLA competitions that we had. So the first one that I have is for Riker Lindquist. He took 9th place in banking and finance systems. Riker? And we also have Caleb Pike, who took 7th place in Intro to Retail Merchandising. And then at our regionals this year, we have Serenity Brown, who took 3rd place in gaming simulation.
All right, so our group's kind of split into two groups. We have a business side and a media side. And obviously the business side is better prepared. I'd actually much rather be where Miles is at filming the. So I'm gonna go through. So in 3rd place, we had quite a few people that did it, but some of my students couldn't make it because they had work and other things. So in 3rd place, we had, we did a goose chase. A goose chase is where you kind of run around and get pictures of all kinds of stuff. We competed against every school at regionals, and this is for 1A through 6A plus. And they came down in kind of our southern region. So we were competing against some big schools like Pima JTED and other things. And we took 3rd place in the goose chase. So that was for Audrey Hefner, Kylie Hitchcock, Emma Merrill. So Emma, do you want to come down? And Sarah Taylor. So there's your 3rd place medal. Now, I'm going to call Quentin down next because Quentin, he did a digital photography competition and he took 3rd place in that digital photography competition. So he has his medal, but I'm going to shake his hand here. Thank you. You guys can stand right here. All right. In 1st place, Audrey Hefner, which isn't here, she took 1st place in customer service. And unfortunately, she couldn't be here because she's working, but I want to congratulate her. So. Now, I'm kind of saving the last because this student took a lot of 1st place medals and is super excited to go to state and take 1st place at state as well. Not to brag, but I might be related to this person. So, Emma Merrill, she obviously took 3rd place, but she also took 1st place in digital photography, the same competition that Quentin competed in. She took 1st place in photo editing and 1st place in the photo gallery walk. So here are, oh, what else did you take first place in? Yeah, those 3 first places. So here are Emma's 3 first place prizes. Thank you guys for this. They put in a lot of hard work to get this far.
Could we get all the FBLA students with your hardware in front of the school board with the sponsors?
Do we need to come down and help you hold all the medals you guys won? Holy cow, you guys are awesome. Good job, guys.
Congratulations.
Way to go. Good job.
Congratulations.
Sweet.
Good to see you.
Sorry, no, I didn't see you yet.
Good job. Thank you.
Way to go. Good job. Good job, guys. Five point three next? Is that how we're going? Okay, 5.3, winter athletics.
So Mr. Hoffmeyer, if you could come up, if we want to do wrestling first, we have some state champion wrestlers.
Yes, sir, we do. Not sure, I didn't see them come in, but they should be here. Wrestling, no wrestlers? They're here. Our wrestlers are in the hallway,
Are they wrestling?
probably out there wrestling again.
Acceptable.
They'll wrestle each other.
Oh, is Mr. Clark showing them how to do it out there?
They will. I'll let Coach Clark introduce his troops. Yes, sir. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, take it easy. There you go.
So thank you for having us tonight. It's always an honor to come and recognize our student athletes. So on the wrestling side of the house, we had our sectionals, the girls. We ended up going to sections. We had 4 girls finish. We had 3 section champions, and which was Ruthie Wilhelm, Quincy Decker, and Ava Harding. And then Maddie Van Wagner took 4th at sectionals. And then at state, we had Ruthie Wilhelm won her 2nd state title. So as a sophomore, she's now a 2-timer, but she was also a 3-time junior high state champ. So she's going to have a great career coming up for us. So on the boys' side of the house, we had, we took 12 of them to sectionals. We took 8 to state. The ones that placed a section, Curtis Wilhelm took 3rd, Titan Decker took 3rd, Ben Frund took 1st, Dallin Rawlings took 1st, Lyle Brown, is it Lyle? Lyle Brown, yeah, he put L, but, he didn't play. Seth McDowell took 1st, Connor Wood took 1st, or Corbin Wood, sorry. Connor Harding took 3rd, and Talon Sloan took 2nd. When we got to state, we had 2 state champions. One of them was Ben Frund and Dallin Tenney, both won state at their weight class. And Seth McDowell took 4th. So it's been a great year. We're gonna be losing 4 seniors on the boys' side, but the girls are bringing back their whole team. So it should be a great couple years up and coming for us. So.
Who have you got here with you?
So today I have Maddie. So Maddie Van Wagner, Quincy Decker. This is Titan Decker. So these 2 are juniors, freshmen, and Ben is a state champion. He's a junior. So all of these guys will be back before you next year. So.
And what's your last name?
Frund. Yep.
Very good.
So.
Congratulations. Let's get a picture with you guys.
Go shake your hand.
Coach Clark, let's get in there.
Good job. Way to represent. Congratulations. Thank you. We're proud of you. Congrats. You're fine. No.
Oh,
Thank you. And then we got basketball.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
let the other kids know we missed them. We're sorry we didn't get to see them.
Yep, it was Down Rawlings was our state champ. I know girls basketball's here. I saw Christy. She's got her peeps here. Come on, girls. Take it away.
I got it.
Yes. No doubt.
Scott, Mr. Marchant, board, thank you so much for allowing us to be here. As I sit out there, somebody said this is your favorite part. I can see why. You know, I kind of stay in my own lane. I pay attention to girls basketball, but it's so cool to come here and see all these wonderful student athletes and the fourth graders getting student of the month and WMI being recognized. It's so cool. But anyway, about the girls. So we didn't have the season that we have had in the past. As far as, you know, the last 3 years we run region, and unfortunately we did not win region this year. We got second, but that did not keep these girls from being recognized. And sometimes you have to have a really good season for people to pay attention to you. But these girls, their work ethic, their ability to play basketball and lead others was recognized very highly within the region. We have Miss Tatum Moore. She's a senior. She was honorable mention in the region. Now we'll go to Jordan. Second year that she was first team all region, also a senior. And then Jaylee, even with an injury and missing quite a few games this year, she was back-to-back defensive player of the year for the region. So really incredible what their basketball awards were. But I do just want to say that if you ever have a chance to get to know these girls, I highly recommend it. You can see what they do on the court, but beyond that, they're just really, really good people. You should be proud that they wear Cougar uniforms, honestly. They represent our community and our school very well. They are going to be extremely missed. We've actually all been together 5 years because I helped them when they were in 8th grade. So we go way back. But these girls are dedicated to Sholo basketball, to every sport they play. And I thank their parents also for all the things that they had to sacrifice, and I just hope they know how appreciated they are and what studs they are. So, thanks.
Thanks for your picture.
How do you know who's who?
It took me 5 years.
Yeah, right.
Congratulations.
And don't forget to shake your hands. What'd you do?
Good job. Yeah. We're gonna miss you.
All right, thanks, guys. You're
Take
awesome.
care. Thanks for everything. Congratulations. Thanks for all you do. Congratulations.
We'll do it again. There we go. We'll do it again. There you go. Good job.
Good, good. Thank you, guys.
Next we have Daryl, Coach Stuber. He's got his dudes here. I'll let him take it away. Boys basketball.
Good evening, good evening. Unlike our folks earlier today, I don't get emotional today. That'll be Monday when we have our banquet where we hope that we can get through it. So I have with us two folks who are all region for us. Mace Bigos, who was a second team all region guy last year and first team all region this year, was the leading scorer in the region. And Hadley Dazen, who is a two-time first team all region selection. And I echo some of what Christy was saying. If you ever just watch them play, you just get a piece of their passion and a piece of their joy. And I get the pleasure of working with them on a daily basis, seeing them on a daily basis, and that is truly currently, just like it is the highlight of my day, just getting to work with these folks. And I had a gentleman ask me the other day, was like, man, are those dudes as good at dudes as I think they are? And the answer is yes. Like they were our captains, they were our leaders. The amount of stuff that they sacrificed for folks so that we could do anything that we tried to do will go unknown to anybody who's just watching from the outside. And it is truly special for me to have been able to work with these guys for the last couple of years. So that's what I got.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Coach, wasn't one of the players in the newspaper for some scoring title?
Allie got his 1,000th point in our last game. And if truth be told, if my man right here could not get the flu or whatever else he had in the middle of the 2 years, he missed about 6 games and he ended up about 40 points short. And so he also would have got his had he been able to be a little healthier during the season. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Still great.
Oh, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Good job. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach left.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay, item 5.4, Arizona Choir Teacher of the Year. Is she here?
Is the Arizona,
There
yes.
she is.
I told her she had to bring her plaque to show off.
Good.
Nice.
Well deserved.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Without a doubt.
Tribute to our community and our kids. Thank you. It's an honor to receive that. It was a little unexpected. I was a little surprised at the AMA convention when that was presented. So it's an honor to represent Show Low School District and the program that we have here and what has been started by years of incredible music teachers who I am a product of that system. And I'm grateful to the teachers that I had, Scott Gentry and Laura Schulten and Marsha Platt, who gave so much, who taught me. And I'm able to now pass that on to our kids. So thank you. It's a tribute to what our district has had for the many years that we have been incorporated here. So thank you for that. And I'm going to bring the kids that are hiding in the back. Get over here, because we're going to talk about them really quick now. Can we just move into that? Great. Come on, get down here. That's why I'm really here. They're more important. So we're just going to do a quick update on what the music department has been up to over the last few months. This is just a small representation. But in January, we had around 70 students auditioned for the region band, choir, and orchestra from our school. We had 20 make the orchestra, 5 make the region band, and we had 41 qualify for the region choir. And we are super proud of them. We had the largest number from Show Low represented of all the region schools. So we are very excited about these kids. And we also had all 4 of the top seated students in the region take the 4 first place chairs. So we're super proud of them. Our first place soprano was Clara Tregaskis. First place alto was Lucy Brewer. First place tenor was Aiden Ratliff, and our first place bass was Owen Randall. So we want to congratulate them for being the top kids in the region. And then moving on from that, these kids also went and auditioned for All-State against around about 700 other students from the state 1A through 6A. And they choose 200 students to participate in the All-State Choir. And we had 8 that qualified from Show Low High School. So we want to congratulate each of them. We had Aiden Ratliff on tenor, Cabry Black on alto, Tyler Hall on bass, and this is Tyler's 3rd year, Aiden's 2nd year, Cabry's 2nd year also. Lucy Brewer's 2nd year, Clarissa Badger 2nd year, Clara Tregaskis 2nd year, and Owen Randall, this is his 1st year. So we just want to congratulate them for being our state champions and being recognized to represent Show Low High School and all that they do. These are incredible musicians, and what they have to do to put forth to participate in that is a huge effort, memorizing their solos and doing all the sight singing. So we are proud of them. We also had another student make it. She's not here tonight. She's at orchestra, and that is Sadie Wall. And then Max Johnson qualified for the second year for the region, or for the All-State Orchestra. He's also at Symphony tonight, so they're not here, but we want to recognize them for the work that they have put in, also in Mr. Pulsifer and all that he does. And our last thing we want to announce is that coming up April 23rd through 25th, the 30th and May 1st and 2nd, we hope everybody will put it on your calendars. We are presenting Prince of Egypt as our annual musical. And we hope that everybody will come and support these students. They have been working hard for the last 5 months on this product, and it is going to be an incredible production, and a lot of these kids are lead roles standing behind me. So we are super proud of that, and we hope that you'll watch for the information and come and buy tickets and bring your family and friends. It is a very fun show, and it's exciting. So come and support the music program here in about 5 weeks and see what they're doing. So thank you so much.
Can you also say something about the Phoenix Suns
Yeah, we've been busy. We went February 24th to sing. This is our 5th year in a row that we were invited to sing for the Phoenix Suns game. And these kids performed for a sold-out crowd of over 17,000 people. And it was absolutely incredible. And we received many compliments on that. And they are the top pick every year for groups to come back and sing the national anthem. So they call us in August and say, when are you coming? So we're super proud of our choir kids and the hard work that they put in. So it's, again, an accolade to the talent we have here on this mountain and what these kids are willing to put in time and effort. And I'm just grateful I get to work with them. They're awesome. So. Get over there.
Wait, we got, you can come up closer, sir.
Come on down. When's Dad?
Yeah, get closer.
I'm a newbie. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Way to go.
Good job. Thank you. Congratulations. Good job, Ms. Brewer. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. You're the best. Yeah. Tyler, congratulations. Sure. Thank you. Tell me. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh.
That's always fun. And it's good to see them every time they come back to visit and how much they've grown.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you for allowing that. I don't get to see him very often, and I need to visit with him real quick. 5.5, Fiesta Bowl Wishes for Teachers Award. Dr. Farnsworth?
Would Mr. Kittle like to come on up? And Mr. Marchand, if you want to come up and brag on him, you're welcome to. So, Mr. Kittle, you're going to have to brag on yourself.
Okay. I don't know how to do that, but
I can brag on it.
you want to brag on it?
I can brag. Yeah, it's easy.
You go first then.
It's easy. Yeah. So Mr. Kittle, one of our top teachers, has been with us three years now. He's one of those guys that takes everything to the next level. So when we talk about 1% better, he's like a 98% better kind of guy. He's 1% isn't enough. He's always trying to improve his programs and add to what he's doing. And so I'll let him share in a moment kind of the recognition that he got and to reward his program, and he's going to use every penny of it. And I know it's going to be done well because that's all he does is things well. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. I got an opportunity to apply for the Wishes for Teachers program and wrote a little essay, if you will, about my students and about the program and the needs of the program. And I wanted to always, I told Ben that we need to build a world-class art program, and it's deserved by the kids and everybody else. And so I wanted to add ceramics for quite a while to the program. And so the Wishes for Teachers reached out, and they did award me a grant, and I've purchased 8 throwing wheels and supplies for the class. So we're going to be able to offer ceramics next semester or next year. So,
And we have a working kiln.
and we have a working kiln. One working kiln.
I got ahead of myself.
No, one working kiln. One of the kilns was probably not worth trying to refurbish. Yeah. So,
Well, let's get a picture.
Congratulations.
thank you.
Does your wife want to come and get a picture?
Probably not. Pretty much.
Do you want to brag on
About
it?
to get ice cream.
I'm going home, go to bed.
Thank you. Thank you, appreciate it.
Good job.
I don't know if this is the right way to explain this, but every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut. And we found a really good nut in Mr. Kittle. I've used other terminologies, but appropriate for this. But he and his wife both have been wonderful additions to our district. We're grateful for you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
5.6, E-rate funding and, is that it for our recognitions?
That is it. Yes, sir.
Ah, the fun
It
part.
only took 40 minutes, so
That's all right. Can we postpone the rest until
I
later?
hope so, if we can.
All right, 5.6. Mr. Klug.
And Mr. Klug, you're going to not appreciate it, but, 6 minutes.
You got 6 minutes.
A slide.
He does this to me a lot, but it doesn't end up being that way. Board, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. This is just solely informational. This is nothing that we're going to try and change anything. I have a presentation that I've created for you to just understand what our E-rate project is for this year and how we're moving forward. So, first thing, maybe, we'll see. Oh, is it? There we go. Okay. So a couple things I'll touch on real quick. What is E-rate? I know a lot of people don't quite understand that, what the Category 1 and Category 2 funding is. The E-rate budget guidelines and kind of what our current funding snapshot is for this this next cycle. And then, of course, we have an improvement plan that's in place for this year. So E-rate is a federal program administered by the FCC. What this is a special funding for schools and libraries in order to improve their infrastructure for networking and communication. What this does is it ensures equability across the reliable connectivity. It supports digital learning and online assessments. It also strengthens the infrastructure for safety and operations. This program is on a 5-year cycle. So 26, 27 is the first year of this new cycle. And it allows us to significantly reduce our local costs while improving our networking capabilities. See if it'll work. There we go. I know you can't read that, but I'll just basically explain that. So it's split into 2 categories, a Category 1 and a Category 2. Category 1 is the external connectivity. Category 2 is the internal connectivity, essentially. So, but internal is it brings the internet and connectivity to our district. Category 2 is what gives us the opportunity to use those funds for inside of our district. They just made a change this year too, is where this funding can now be used district-wide. It's not school-specific as it has been in the past. So we'll be able to expand across better. Essentially, kind of the easy way to look at it is, again, like it brings in and we can use it internally. With those guidelines and processes is that funding is determined by student enrollment, and then a FCC per student funding rate, which is determined by them, and then our district discount rate. What that is specifically is it deals with if we're a rural school or not, and if we are have our rates on free and reduced lunches. So that's where that's determined. What that process is we file a statement of work to the FCC, which goes to a bidding process nationwide. It gives open for 28 days. And then once that closes, we evaluate those proposals and then give our recommendation to you, the board, if it's over a certain amount, and which this one, with the total amount, it will be forward. Or then the final award is submitted to the E-rate Council, which then they proceed forward. What this does is ensures a fair, transparent, competitive process. Our current snapshot, so our enrollment this last year was 2,726 students, as it was submitted in September. That new rate, which is also changed this year, has gone up per student, which is now $201.51 per student. Okay, which gives us also with our current rating, we are an 80% to 20. So 80% of the project funds are covered by the E-rate program. And then we have, which gives us a total eligibility of, which they cover is almost $550,000, which the total project could be up to $686,000 over the next 5 years. That 5-year cycle. So our cost would be 20%, which is about, with that total amount is $137,000 approximately. Which again allows us over that five years to kind of either spread it out or spend it all up front, or smarter to spread that out. So we're only doing smaller projects over the next 5 years, which gives me into what we're doing this year. So we are going to we have 4 things on their docket, one of which has already been approved, and we've are moving forward with, which is our internet that comes in, which is our category 1. Sparklight has won that, and we are moving forward with that continued partnership with them to receive that 5 gig internet to our school district. And then the other 3 projects is we're going to improve our Wi-Fi across the entire, or wireless internet across the entire district. We're replacing all of our access points that are now 5 years old to better that and give us a better connectivity. And then we have a firewall, which is our main guardian to our district of sorts, that we're going to replace to a more next generation kind of a product. And then we have a fiber connection that has been broken for several years between Whipple Elementary and the high school that is going to get replaced, and with these funds as well. That way we can have a better connection for Whipple and improve their connectivity across for those students. So basically, kind of just to wrap up on this, we have this E-rate provides significant benefits for us because it gives us a reliable and modern infrastructure. It gives us a reduced downtime and maintenance risks, as well as responsible use of federal funding. It enables a planned, proactive, technological life cycle. So we're able to do things on a regular basis with this program. This also ensures that we remain future focused and that we are student-centered. That's the most important thing. So thank you for your time in this. I just want to, if you do have any questions, I am available for that. Otherwise, we're going to move forward.
We have time for questions. Yeah.
I think it's great. Thank you for presenting it to us, and I'm glad we have a plan in place, so appreciate that.
Absolutely.
It does help us give us a better understanding, so thank you. Nice
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time.
I just want to brag on Mr. Klug.
I just want the board to know, I think we have fantastic directors all across the board. And since he's the newest director, this is just a tip of the iceberg of what he's actually changing, modifying, improving across the district. He has a full team now, and he's just doing a lot of things that have needed to get done for a long time. And just the feedback that I've been getting from staff and principals in particular. I no longer get complaints from principals about the Wi-Fi. I'm sure it's still happening, but they're not calling me, they're calling him because he can fix it. And it's just one example of something that he's done recently. He has been able to sync all of the television screens in every classroom to our emergency management system. So whenever we set an alarm off or a drill, it's broadcasted to the TV in every single room for that school. Phenomenal in terms of safety protocols, in terms of awareness. We didn't have that capability a year ago. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. I think he's another nut that we found. Really appreciate all that he's done. 5.7 financial report, Ms. Davis.
All right, thank you. So this is the current situation as of March 1st. Again, looking really well. We have 21% left of the budget for maintenance and operation. The last day for purchases is April 1st. So that way we can get a better idea of exactly how much we'll have left over. Of course, salaries is a big part of that. So looking really good for this year. So I'm very pleased with that. And then for the capital budget, there's 65%. Again, really good at this point because we do have some major projects coming down the line. The Linden septic issue, the Linden HVAC, and possibly the Whipple HVAC. We still don't know if SFD will fund any of those projects, and those have to be done by this year. So if they don't come through, then we will end up paying for those. So those are the big projects. And some great news we got today that I'd like to share with you is forest fees has been funded for 3 years going back to 2024. So we got the numbers for 2024, which after the county board approves it, we will be getting $219,000. So the 2025 amount will come the end of April. So we'll find out that amount, which should probably be about around the same amount. And then 2026 will come next year. So those 3 years, we will get our forest fees, and then it'll be reassessed after that. But that is what really pays for our school bus purchases. So that really helps for that.
What did we get last year?
We got 16,000. That was for 2024.
Right.
So we were really not expecting anything after that. So they went back and reassessed 2024, and so we got the 16, and now we're getting 219,000 more.
I guess one question too, to Dr. Farnsworth. Say we go ahead and we fix the Linda stuff and the board doesn't fund it. Can we get reimbursed?
No.
In the current system that is set up by the state of Arizona, the answer is no.
Equivocally.
Yep.
Great.
Do you remember what I asked at our work session?
I don't recall it right now.
I'll remind you later.
Okay. Is it about the lawsuit?
Yeah, so
Oh.
So I can give you an update on the lawsuit.
as many lawsuits as we could possibly lay on them.
So we had in our superintendent meeting today at the county in Snowflake, we had Rebecca Beebe online. She's the ASA legislative lobbyist for Arizona School Administrators, and we asked her about that. So right now, the state legislature has appealed the finding from the court.
Of course.
They said they're not liable for the funding mishaps for school facilities.
You must not have read the Constitution of the state of Arizona, but anyway.
So that's going to take another 3 to 4 months for that paperwork to get filed. Then ASA and the school districts will file their counter appeal to hopefully have it go straight to the Arizona Supreme Court instead of going through the appellate system. And that's the best case scenario in which we should hear arguments in about 9 to 10 months from now.
Ridiculous.
The last time I looked at the school facility board minutes, which are public, they had about $1,600 for the entire state of Arizona to fund building projects from now until June 30, because July 1 is when the new budget comes in. So they're basically broke.
And our projects, we gotta get
We're going to have to fix them.
to be done this summer. So,
Well, thank you for good news.
Yeah.
We'll take it, right?
we'll take a little good news. And
Absolutely.
for us, that is, we've always relied on those, on the forest fees to help. And they really were to help pay for buses.
Yes.
To relieve the capital budget for that.
The fact that they went retroactive is really
Exactly.
super.
It's
wonderful.
Cool.
Any questions? No. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 5.8, principal reports. Mr. Farnsworth.
So this is the crunch time of the year. This is when there's a lot of happening. We have state testing. We have lots of end of the year activities. I just want to thank the principals for not quitting and staying at work every day. It's very challenging, and I just appreciate what they do, and you can see their reports. I will be presenting to the board a calendar of events, and there's quite a few. So that will be coming in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you, everyone, for the reports. We appreciate
Thanks,
them.
guys.
Thank you.
5.9, superintendent report.
There's nothing that just jumps off the page. I'm just trying to be as visible as possible, which can be hard to do to get out from behind the desk, but going to literacy nights, going to basketball playoff games, trying to attend softball and baseball games, writing letters to state legislators about potential not litigation, but legislation. I'm sitting on several committees at the state and local for Arizona Rural Schools. So just trying to be a visible presence, and so that's kind of what occupies my day. We're in the middle of staffing, so I'll be meeting with all the principals to look at their staffing ratios for this coming school year. Later on the agenda, we have teacher contracts that we would like to get approved so we can get those out, because it's that time of year of hiring for the next school year.
Thank you. Item 6.1, adoption of updated procedure 4-102, Dr. Farnsworth.
So I've made some cliff notes. So just in terms of this policy, it removes language about a salary schedule, because we do not have a salary schedule. We have a salary placement chart. And then whatever the board decides every year on raises, that's what the increase is. We don't have a salary schedule. So it removes that language. It adds language about a salary placement chart. It adds language about longevity, which is in there with the financial reward that you get for longevity. We've kept that in, Kelly. And it divides the longevity payment into two equal payments, a December payment and then one at the end of the fiscal year for those that are receiving the longevity. So that's what we're asking the board to approve in 4-102. Any questions on that?
I move to approve the procedure 4-102 as presented, effective July 1st of 2026.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion at all? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. 6.2, approval of new bereavement procedure.
We were surprised to find out we did not have a bereavement procedure, so this is brand new. And basically what it does is it tells our employees, if you do have a death in the family, and it defines what a family member is, you have 5 days for in-state bereavement and 7 days for out-of-state. And that's on behalf of the district. They don't have to use any of their time for that unless they want to do more than that.
I move to approve the new bereavement procedure 4-302E as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. 6.3, approval of updated procedure 4-302.B.
So currently, we have one giant bucket for leave. It's called undifferentiated general leave. We are going to divide undifferentiated into two buckets. We're going to call it PTO, paid time off, and EPST, earned paid sick time. So we're basically taking this one bucket, dividing it into two buckets. This policy is for the sick leave policy. So what we're proposing, we're going to front load 40 hours, which is 5 days, at the front of the school year for every employee. So they get 5 sick days right up front. It adds language that unused sick time can roll over. So we've had discussions about sick time not rolling over. We're recommending that we have sick time that it does roll over, but there's a max that it will roll over to, and that's 200 hours, which is basically 25 days. So we're recommending to the board that sick time can accrue up to 25 days as the max. We're not going to pay out sick time if somebody decides to leave the district. It's just going to be there available for them to accrue in the event they have a situation that they need to use extra sick time. It's there, but we do not pay it out upon separation of employment. I think that's the major bullets on that point.
I would like to move to approve option number 2 as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 6.4, approval of medical leave assistance bank procedures.
So this is a current procedure, and we're just modifying two things in this procedure. It adds language that lowers the criteria from 10 days to 5 days. So if I have, let's say, 6 days in my bank, I can now donate one of those days, where before you'd have to reach above 10 in order to donate. So we lowered the level so employees can donate sooner to, let's say they had a coworker that has cancer and they wanted to donate their sick, they could now do that after they hit 5. And then we also lowered the donation amount. So before you could donate up to 20 days, now we just said, hey, you can donate to a maximum of 10 days per employee. So those are the two changes.
I move to approve the updated medical leave assistance bank procedure 4-302.F as presented effective July 1st of 2026.
I second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.5, approval of new procedure 4-302.G.
So this is for vacation for 12-month employees only. So the main points in this procedure are that administrators can accrue 14 vacation days a year. Classified employees can accrue 7 days a year, and that's proportional to what we had in the past. Admin would accrue a little bit more than classified. And then we added in a 10-year payment option. So before, you could have worked for the school district for a year, and if you had 10 vacation days, you were paid out 10 vacation days. So this brings us more in alignment with many of the other districts, is now you have to have a tenure with the school district. So you are eligible to get paid out after 5 years of continuous service to the district. So we have a ladder type system. So 0 to 5 years, there's no payout upon separation. 6 to 10 years, it's up to 14 days paid out. 11 to 15, it's up to 21 days of payout. And 16 years or more, you will be paid out at the maximum of 48 days of your vacation.
I'll move to approve the new vacation procedure 4-302G as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.6, approval of new PTO procedure 4-302.
Again, remember we talked about we're going from an undifferentiated bucket to a sick time and personal time. So this is the personal time policy. So this can accrue up to 48 days maximum. It does reference the 200 hours of the sick time. It does front load 5 personal days for every employee. So just to kind of make everything a little bit more straightforward, we're going to front load every employee 5 sick days and 5 personal days at the start of every year. Sick days can roll over to a cap of 200 hours. PTO can roll over to a cap of 48 days. So before it was 200 days. So we're bringing that down, but we're still honoring rolling over those days for the employee for both sick and personal. And then we also added in the same tenure language. So before, if you worked for us for 6 months, you would get paid out all of your unused leave. Well, now we're adding in the tenure, the same thing that we did for the vacation. So 0 to 5 years, there's no payout upon separation. 6 to 10 years, up to 20 days of paid out. 11 to 15 years, up to 30 days of payout. And 16 or more years, it's the full maximum 48-day payout. So now we just expect a little bit of loyalty upon separation to get paid out.
I'll make a motion to approve the new PTO procedure 4-302C as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. 6.7, approval of updated leave policy 4-302.
So this is our last leave policy for tonight, hopefully for 10 years. We're adding language in to update FMLA, Federal Medical Leave Act. We're adding in language for overtime. We don't pay overtime, we give employees comp time. It adds in language that describes the new policies for PTO and sick time. It references the new bereavement. It refers to the medical leave bank. It talks about if an employee wanted to take a sabbatical. We used to have a policy where employees had to pay the district if they were on jury duty. We got rid of that, so they don't have to pay the district about jury duty. It's like, no, jury duty is punishment enough. You don't need to pay us. And it adds language in about military service. Like if you are in military, there's different categories. So it just updates all of our policies to the modern expectation and aligns everything.
Okay, I'll move to approve the updated leave policy 4-302 with the approved policy language as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 6.8, classified transfers, resignations, and terminations. Dr. Farnsworth.
It just seems like we always have a revolving door in some of our spots. We're trying to keep people as long as we possible, but as you can see, we have some transfers, some resignations, and 1 termination. And there's supporting documentation in the executive content.
I move to approve the classified transfers, resignations, and terminations as presented.
I'll second it with a big thank you for their service and well wishes for their future.
Yeah, I'll third that.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.9, classified personnel and employment. Dr. Farnsworth.
We have 5 classified placements for tonight, and we just feel like we're getting great individuals in this round of employment, and we just want to welcome them to the district and ask that you would approve those hirings.
I'll move to approve the classified employment actions as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.10, certified transfers, resignations, terminations. Dr. Farnsworth.
We do have a couple teachers that won't be back with us next year. There's other things that they're going to be engaged in. So we just want to thank them for their service to the district. As you can see, Mrs. Shoup, she's going to be coming back through retire rehire, which we're excited to keep her. And I'm very regretful that we had a reduction in force. If you didn't have a chance to read the documentation, we have some severe cuts that we're anticipating in our Title I budget. And we just don't have the numbers yet from the state. And we don't expect those until April 1st. And so it's sad that we have to be in this situation. In my superintendent meeting today, as we went around the room and every superintendent reported, everyone is in either declining enrollment or budget cuts or both and reducing positions, which it's just a sad state to see all of us on the mountain experience. So I would recommend that you would approve those transfers, resignations, and terminations.
I move to approve the certified transfers, resignations, terminations as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.11, certified personnel employment, please.
As you can see, our principals are busy finding replacements for the teachers that are leaving. So I know they're very excited about those individuals coming on board. And I also want to thank our HR department and finance for getting all the teacher names and contracts ready for board approval. Oh, she's still here. You didn't go get ice cream. Okay. I was making sure the leave policies were good. So, but Nikki has done a great job in getting all the teacher names ready for board approval so we can issue contracts.
Thank you, Nikki. With that, I'll move to approve the certified personnel employment actions as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Can you, can you go back?
Yeah.
Is Rihanna Anderson, Mrs. Anderson's daughter? She was here, right? Oh, that is so great. That's another Sholo graduate coming back.
That's a third generation.
Third generation. Goodness gracious. She went to school with my daughter, so that's great. Super, great. Okay, 6.12, administrative transfers, resignations, terminations, Dr. Farnsworth.
So Mr. Butler is retiring, but we're going to bring him back as our CTE director, which is what he's currently doing. So we're excited we get to keep him.
Good.
And so we ask that you would approve his, it says resignation, but it's also a retirement, and he'll be coming back.
I move to approve the administrative employment actions as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.13, athletic spring coaches.
Just a few more coaching volunteers that need to get approved by the board. And I would entertain any questions.
I move to approve the spring coaches as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.14, approval of FY25 audit report. Ms. Davis.
All right, so this is the FY25 audit report. So the audit timeline is October 25th. We get the quote from our auditors and identify the auditors. This was the last year of our audit contract with Dallas. And so then they did the audit field work in October, and November through March, they completed the audit request and presented the audit report to us in March for this year, for the 25 audit. So the scope of the audit services, they perform an audit in accordance with the U.S. generally accepted auditing standards, the government auditing standards and uniform guidance, and complete a uniform system of financial reports, the USFR compliance questionnaire. And that's where we get the audit findings from, is from the questionnaire. The audit reports issued are the annual financial report and report on internal control and compliance, the single audit report, which is for the federal grants. So if any district spends over $700 or gets a grant for over $750,000, then we have to have a single audit, which is we get well over that. And then the uniform system of financial records questionnaire compliance. The report highlights annual financial reports, which is the independent auditor's report, which we get an unmodified opinion, which states that they find nothing out of the ordinary with our audit. And then the management's discussion and analysis, the financial statement, notes to financial statements, and statistical sections. So it's all financial mumbo jumbo. And then the report highlights the single audit report, which I just talked about was the federal audit. So the report is the USFR questionnaire is 36 pages of questions, approximately 171 compliance questions, and 18 areas of compliance that they go through. So the 24 and 25 audit findings for the single audit. So in 24, there was the fraudulent credit card charge discovered, and that was corrected. So that has been dismissed from our findings. And then this year, the 25 financial finding, there was one finding, which was the child nutrition claims reporting. So they found that we had over-reported breakfasts by 2,500 free breakfast and 143 reduced price breakfast. And we underreported lunches by 2,100 and free lunches and 125 reduced lunches. At this time, this has been corrected as of issuance of this report. It was actually corrected at the beginning of the year. With our new director, Ms. Joyner, she actually found this error as soon as she came in. So it has been corrected, but of course, it couldn't have been corrected from last year. So, and she did note that with the auditors, and that's why it's been corrected. We have sent that with our audit to the grants management. So we just have to show that at the end by this year and show that, and then they'll mark it as corrected with our next year's audit. So, and Ms. Joyner and Ms. Gerberry, who's our accountant for child nutrition, we have gone over the finding and making sure that we are continually correcting this. And really it is we have to make sure that somebody is checking what we're submitting and it's matching our records. And so we're doing that. So I'm pleased that we found that she found that very quickly. So, and that's supposed to say FY25. My mistake, sorry. So the FY25 compliance related findings. So again, this is our questionnaire. So that was the big one, but, and it had all the questions in it, but the auditors are very nice to make it very short. So we had accounting record finding of our journal entries prepared and approved by same person. So I cannot prepare a journal entry and approve it. We had a few like that. So we're making sure that we don't do that. We've been very vigilant this year about not doing that. The cash and revenue, there were 3 bank accounts that had high balances. We're working on that issue this year. And then deposits, there were a couple findings with no documentation for the deposits, and the deposits were made 13 days after money received. Deposits have to be made within 1 day. Or 1 or 2 days, but 13 days is an audit finding. The travel, there were a couple findings for the room rates were over the allowed amount per the state guidelines, and the mileage rate had gone up, and we did not change our rate, and so that was a finding. Payroll, a couple of our staff we didn't take out Arizona State retirement for a couple of our staff, so we have to make sure that we really watch that. The financial report one, we didn't submit the AFR copy to the school superintendent's office in time. Was submitted too late, so that became a finding. Student attendance, it wasn't reconciled on several students. So Jamie and I have talked about that, and she's actually doing audits with the schools on a regular basis. So we're confident that that will fix that for this year. Student attendance is actually very difficult. A lot of districts do not. They usually get findings on student attendance because it's extremely difficult to do. So, but I know she's working very hard with the schools on the attendance piece. Information technology. This one is a tricky one. So They gave us this finding because I have too much access, the HR specialist and our consultant, Ms. Smith, had too much access to our accounting software. But then they put a little caveat in there. We have good manual securities, internal controls. So I'm not quite sure why we got a finding on that, but we'll take it. But Mr. Klug and I are working on that to reduce that so that we don't have that by the time this audit for FY6 comes around. So we can get rid of those now. There were some issues before, and that's why we had the access that we had. So we're very thrilled about this audit. We only had 11 findings, which is, and I know, Kelly, you've been, well, all of you have been around where there were a lot of findings in the past. So this is, and for my first year and Dr. Farnsworth's first year, that's kind of unusual because you're coming in, we put in a lot of new procedures in place. So very thrilled with that. We told that to all the finance staff, administration, and told them how happy we were with the progress that they've made in just the 1 year.
Congratulations to everybody, to all of us.
Yeah, it was a great job.
Yep.
So we have had to go out to bid for the next audit cycle. So that is out. We will be getting the bids in April 7th. So we'll find out who the new auditors are going to be. We like the auditors we have, so we would be happy to keep them, but we'd also like to get Heinfeld and Meach as well. But talking to Ms. Smith, they're still going to help us, and they can do that in a way that would not compromise our audit. So if they did get us, they could still work with us on a consulting basis as well. So if we did get them. So for this next year, our audit request will be September 26th on who our audit's going to be, or when we get our audit contract. August 26th, we'll do our preliminary work. Again, October 26th will be our final field work. And then December 26th, we hope to have our audit report a lot sooner this year. Any questions on the audit?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good audit.
Thank you.
How many questions are in the audit? Aren't there
About
close to
171.
171? And we had 11 findings. A
that's-
couple years ago, we had a 90-day letter from the Auditor General with, someone told me, close to 80 findings. So I just, again, we have fantastic directors in the district. Shaylee's one of those. She has high expectations, a tremendous work ethic, and she's got a great staff that have really done a lot. The finances in schools is terribly difficult, and it's one of the most regulated aspects of schools in Arizona. It is the most regulated. So thank
We
you.
had no procurement findings, which is almost unheard of. So I gave kudos to our procurement specialist. She's amazing. So
It's great.
I'm just really proud of all our staff, the school finance secretaries, administrators. Just did a fabulous job. Couldn't be more proud.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And we will need a roll call vote on this one.
So that's where every board member has to
Vote
do an individual vote? Okay.
So I move to approve the 2024-25. You went up there.
Sorry.
Audit as presented.
I'll second.
I have a second, I have a motion and a second. I'm going to ask for all in favor or your,
Yeah, so you can start with Kelly.
Aye.
or your,
Aye.
Aye.
I'll just tell you how it goes.
I think we all said aye. 6.15, approval of speech language pathologist services.
So this is a contract that we've been doing with the county every year. So we're asking the board to approve the 26-27 contract for this coming year for speech. And I think, Ms. Davis, isn't the dollar amount the same as this current year?
Yes, it is.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract for the speech language pathologist services for the 26-27 school year as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 6.16, approval of summer speed and strength. Mr. Hoffmeyer, want to do this, or you?
Mr. Hoffmeyer, do you have anything you want to add about the summer speed and strength? I'm sure he does.
We're gonna run that. We're gonna do a new push for weight room for the boys and girls. We're gonna split it with the sessions. We have 3 sessions, 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Have a girls session, a boys session. Run by Daniel Rivera, Coach Rivera, who's certified weight training instructor. He's gonna attend another conference here at the beginning of June to get another certification. We're charging $50, I think is minimal, and that just goes into an account where he can replenish our weight room and weight supplies and stuff for himself, so I think it's possible.
Is there anything in there that says the head coaches have to be there?
Well, the head coaches are encouraged to be there, but Daniel's gonna run the weights himself. Last year we had probably, of our 13 head coaches, at least 7 of them are there just about every day.
I'd like more than encouraged in that.
What's that?
I'd like more than encouraged.
Okay. The mandatory stuff is hard for our coaches that are off campus. The on-campus coaches are always there. Yeah. If that helps.
Are there waivers available for students who might not be able to pay the $50?
100%. Yes, we have identified those students, and the coaches will tell me which students won't be able to pay that, and we do waive those fees, 100%.
Thank you.
About how many students on average participate?
Last year we had over 100, about 115 signed up.
Okay.
We did well with it.
Yeah.
On the average, the past few summers it's been about 80 to 90, and last summer was more than the past few years. So I'd anticipate over 100 again.
Okay. Sounds good. Good for them. I'll move to approve the summer speed and strength program as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion passes 4-1. 6.17, staff meal purchases.
So this is a letter that's been updated by Mr. Marchant. Whenever they get funds in the donation category, we have to spell out how those funds are going to be used. And so he wanted to make an update to be able to use those funds for the spring feast for staff, and also for Teacher Appreciation Week. So we ask that the board would approve his request to be able to utilize those donation funds that are typically earmarked. They're just general donations, that he could use those.
I move to approve the staff meals from gifts and donations as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 6.18, gifts and donations. Dr. Farnsworth, please.
Yeah, we just want to thank the High Country Chorus for the $700 donation to the Show Low High School Showbiz Choir, and ask that you would approve that donation.
I'll make a motion to approve the gifts and donations as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you so much for that donation. 6.19, SFE renewal for FY 26-27. Ms. Davis.
Yes, this is our food service program. So this is Southwest Food Service Excellence. We are in our 3rd year of our 5-year contract with them. So this is the renewal contract. And I just want to thank Ms. Stephanie Joyner for being our director. This is her 1st year, so we're going to go in our 2nd year with her, and this year has been fabulous. I think we're going to end up in the black this year for the first time in I don't know how many years. So she's done a fabulous job. The summer program is great. We had a winter program this year. So we've got our summer camp back on track with the food service. So really want to thank her for all the work that she's done to get our cafeteria back where it should be. So ask that you approve the contract with SFE for this next school year.
I move to approve the contract renewal with SFE for the fiscal year 26-27 as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. She's another find that we feel so lucky. 6.20 Cooperative Purchasing FY26. Ms. Davis.
So these are cooperative contracts that have reached the $100,000 threshold. So when they get to that point, then we have to bring them to the board. So we had several that we had to bring to you at this time.
I move to approve the additional fiscal year 2026 cooperative agreement as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 6.21 School Properties Disposal. Ms. Davis.
So these are the disposals that I'm bringing to you. We have quite a few laptops and old switches and servers that are outdated, that have been replaced. They've just been laying around, and Mr. Klug has cleaned them up, so now we can get rid of them.
Thank you.
As well as, so the robotics HP design jet, that was never ours. That was Mr. Gillespie's, but it got accidentally tagged. So you guys still have to approve that we can give that back to him. So that is on there. And then we had a couple maintenance items that need to be disposed of. So I ask that you approve the disposal of these items.
I move to approve all school property items for disposal as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. 6.22, does anybody have any future agenda items that they need to ask about?
Can we squeeze in our SROs?
April, we have it on the docket.
Oh.
We had so many recognitions,
Yes, I noticed that. Okay, awesome, thank you.
Did we get any public, call to the public? Okay. 8.1, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn with our next regular meeting, April 9th.
So
moved.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, everyone.